Hey guys, Prepare Mentality here. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you guys are already setting your goals for the new year. For me, myself, a few of my goals be very health conscious, uh, get more physically fit and active, make sure that my preparations are squared away, accomplish some goals financially, accomplish some goals with the family, and just a few things I want to check off my box for this year. I want to make sure that Prepare Mentality and the tribe get all the content that you guys need for this year. And thank you for sticking with me throughout 2024. And thank you for continuing to watch and subscribe to the channel and like the videos and like the posts on Instagram. Thank you all for your continual support with Prepared Mentality, and also for purchasing my book that I put out last year. I have another one coming out this year, which I will announce in the next few weeks. But I really just want to touch on why we need to prepare for 2025. 2025 is shaping up to be a year of unfortunately challenges, but also opportunities uh, that we can really take advantage of. But one thing remains clear: having an emergency plan uh, is no longer optional. It's essential, especially for our families, for you personally. Things are going to come up in 2025 that are going to be unexpected. And again, we don't want to get caught off guard when these things happen. Hopefully, they don't happen to you, but in the unfortunate circumstance that it does, you're ready. You're ready to respond. You're ready to react. And you're going into it with purpose, right? And I just wanted to go over um, just why we would need an emergency plan for 2025, right? It really doesn't change all that much. Um, in recent years, we've seen a significant rise in extreme weather events. Cyber attacks are upon us everywhere, right? Not only attacking companies, but attacking us individually. And global instability is always at the forefront with conflicts, political conflicts, war, right? Uh, some experts predict that these trends will continue on, right? Beyond 2025. But what does that mean for you and me? What does that mean for our family? It means being ready, of course, for the unexpected, and just be smart. Let's be critical thinkers going into this year. Let's be purposeful, right? Where do our priorities lie in preparedness? Or does preparedness lie in your priorities at all? Uh, let's talk about why many people don't prepare or won't prepare this year. Even if they thought about it or they've had somebody talk about it to them, you might hear things like, it won't happen to me, right? Or I'll figure it out when the time comes, when the disaster hits, then I'll prepare. We all know by that time it's too late. But the truth of the matter is, when disaster strikes, it's too late to prepare, right? Um, and another myth is preparing is expensive and can be overwhelming, right? Now, this can be true to a certain extent. Preparedness can be expensive if you're doing it wrong, and it can be overwhelming if you're going about it the wrong way. The good news is it doesn't have to be. Preparedness is at your own pace. It's at your own journey. And that's what we want to fulfill in 2025. We want to go at our own pace. We don't want to get into the comparison traps. We don't want to look at Facebook group posts about what they're doing and what they're not doing and what you should have and what you shouldn't have. Wherever you can start, that's where you begin. And it doesn't take something big, it doesn't take something miraculous to happen, right? Hopefully, it doesn't take an extreme event to get you to start preparing and put your family first in your preparedness. Hopefully, you want to start this journey and continue on in preparedness and emergencies, and start looking at your situation, looking at your environment, looking at the political structure, looking at what's going on in the news, in the mainstream and the independent news, because there's a lot of things happening that can change our surroundings in a blink of an eye. That's just the reality of where we are, how we're living in this world, right? America is not the only people who are suffering, who are in debt, uh, that its economy is going crazy, food and resources are dwindling. We're not the only ones. It's happening all over the world. So I encourage you all to be prepared. I encourage you all to challenge yourself this year to make sure you and your family have the things that you need to survive during a disaster and or an emergency. Now, we have to start small. You have to start small because starting small makes a big difference in preparedness. Even with a basic go bag, with water, food, a flashlight, first aid kit can be a life saver. Start small. You don't have to start big or buy expensive stuff. I guarantee you have what you need in your home right now, just to start. But we have to start somewhere, right? So, some key elements to help you with your emergency plan for 2025. Number one is communication. Communication is essential. How will you contact your loved ones during a disaster? You know, how will you contact your loved ones if cell service is down? Right? You all need to establish a meeting place or a shared location that you all can meet at during times of emergencies, right? And I have another video going over that. I'm just repeating and getting this into one video right now so you guys can just get straight to it. You need an evacuation plan. That's second. Know your exit routes from your home to your major highway. Know your back roads. Where do you go if you have to leave your home base quickly? Or if you're out and about, how can you get back to your home base? What are the back roads that can get back to your home base, right? Third is supplies and resources. Stock up on essentials. I can't put flashers on this one enough. Stock up on essentials, specifically for your family, right? Don't go buy things that you don't need. Don't go buy things that you're not going to use on a daily basis or things that you just wouldn't use in a disaster or during an emergency. Doesn't make sense. You don't want to waste money and you don't want to waste your time. So, whatever your family or lifestyle or environment is, stock up on essentials that you actually will use, that you can use on a day to day basis. You just have more of it. And the fourth and the last one is cybersecurity measures, right? Keep your digital information secure with strong passwords and possibly offline backups, USB drives, external hard drives, things of that nature. Sometimes you have secure clouds that you can use. depending on the situation and depending on the information that you want to put on there. But cybersecurity is going to be a big one this year. We already had a hack from some China hackers that hacked into some source of material from the Treasury Department. Right? That's already happened just recently. So these things will continue to happen on a larger scale and smaller scale. Cyber attacks on our infrastructure, cyber attacks on our communication, cyber attacks on our power grid, cyber attacks on our transportation. You guys get the bigger picture, right? Without all of these systems in place, the world goes into chaos. So, in order to minimize the impact of these events, we prepare, we get ready, we stay ready. We want peace of mind. We want to know that we have a plan to reduce the panic with ourselves and with our families, because things can go wrong very quickly. We want the safety of our loved ones. Again, create a clear plan for yourself and them so everybody knows what to do. And finally, we want to, going into this year, be financially stable and be financially aware about what we're doing with our monies, right? Preventing costly mistakes can save us money in the long run, right? In preparedness, it's easy to buy all the stuff, go and spend it on a bunch of expensive things that we don't need, right? I can go on and on and on, right? So please be financially cautious going into this year. 2025 is the year to get our finances right as well, right? So there will be challenges, there will be disasters, there will be emergencies during this year. There's no doubt that these things will continue to happen. But what we can do is make sure that we are prepared and ready for all things that come our way that are in our control. We can't control everything, but we can control the small things first, right? So I hope you guys have a great, prosperous, blessed, healthy, safe 2025. And continue on with my videos, with the content I'm putting up here, because it's going to be valuable. If it's not for you, share it with somebody else, right? But I want you guys to be safe, healthy, and stay blessed. This is Prepared Mentality.